this is who he is. With J. Cole, it's like exploring who he is and where he came from. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear what
like
you're saying.
if you're growing up, he's a prototype. You get what I'm saying? Like when we look at what women and society goes for, he fits the bill. He's a tall, light-skinned dude. You get what I'm saying? J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar has everything that a black, he's 5 foot. He has everything that
Is he 5 feet?
Yeah. He's not, do you get what I'm saying? For him to be in the top 3 and be purely black, 5 foot and grew up the way he's a champion for the kid who never had a fucking chance.
See, when
J. Cole.
I don't look at shit like when I.
Hey, yo, check this out. This is your boy SJ, Sean Johnson. I got it right here. Head Steph, Sadè Reneè. You now tune into the IC. Holla at your people.
Baby. Yo, when I was a kid, bro, I used to do the best Ja Rule impersonation. I don't know why my voice changed like this. DMX and Ja Rule, you know my dogs, you know what I'm talking about? They're not coming together. You know what I mean? I used to kill that hoe, but I don't know. My voice changed a little bit, so real rough.
That's hilarious.
I used to take pride in it too, bro. Like girls be like, oh, he did a DMX, he did a DMX. Like, yeah.
I do a good Terrence Howard.
Please don't do that.
Hey,
I'm Terrence Howard.
Make it sound like a slave.
Ridiculous.
Well, this is episode 10. Bendejo.
10 of them tangs.
10 of them tangs.
10 of them
10 of them tangs.
I'm sitting with Timmy and Jimmy from South Park.
Yo, do they get in trouble now for the shit that they be putting out? Now that the world is like extremely sensitive?
Yo, there's no more retarded jokes. You can't.
That's the R word. You can't say that. It's the R word. It's the R word.
Yo, back in the day when you could make like retarded jokes, that shit was funny. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, let's be honest. Nah, fuck that. Y'all not gonna catch me, my nigga. I ain't say nothing.
All right now.
This world needs to go to therapy. That's what they need.
So, Sadè Reneè, what happened this week, this lifetime? What happened this lifetime? I'm about to start saying that.
This lifetime. So, I thought this was cool. There's a new flying ship.
Oh, hell no.
Plane hybrid. Is this the future of travel? So, there's a new hybrid plane boat that could transform the way we travel between coastal cities. So, like, you know, like along the coast.
No, I hear you. I'm just out of juice. And I'm a nicotine fiend. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut it. Anybody got some? Come on, continue.
So, there's this vehicle that could take you from New York to Boston in as little as 2 hours. In as little as 2 hours. Lawmakers are taking steps to improve the infrastructure of roads and railways across the U.S. A Boston-based startup has the seas as their next target. So basically, they're building a sea glider. And its top speed is like 180 miles, and it's all electric. And they're going to create like sea lanes along like the coast. And there's no road traffic, no airport hassles. It's just another source of commuting, you know, like going from like instead of taking the highways or taking the airport, these creators, they are a team who specialize in aerospace engineering and subsidiary Aurora Flight Sciences. And they're inspired by the seas to transform a new sustainable way to transform intercity travel. It uses like aerodynamic principles known as ground effect to skim the surface of the sea at a very high speed, like hovering above the water.
Wait, is this it right here? I'm trying to pull it up right here. Like, I kind of see it, but I kind of don't.
So it doesn't fly. It doesn't fly like high. It flies like, it hovers over the water, but it moves really, really fast. So they're going to create like, almost like
farewell expensive fitness
sea
gear.
highways.
I can't afford you.
Oh, that's dope.
Like highways on the sea. Like, you know, like, we're right above.
Boston-based startup backed by some of Silicon Valley's most prominent investors wants to turn the sea lanes along the country's.
That's dope. Honestly, it's crazy that you brought this up because like, hold on, let's see this.
2 hours without the hassle of either traffic or airport. These are the sort of commutes that
Exactly.
are possible
Yeah,
if
see.
Regent's Sea gliders become
So this is
reality.
going to be public for like the regular civilian.
I'm all for it. You know what? I was just having a conversation about this shit the other day, and I was like, talking about shorty,
for
like,
inspiration.
yo, like, how long have men been flying?
Since the Wright brothers.
Like, what years was that? Because it's like, bro, like, there's no like new like technology. Like, why don't we all have parachutes, bro? Like, I just don't. For the love.
But
of
I don't get
Christ,
why not just do an airplane or a boat?
Because it takes this
probably
like
take less fuel.
Yeah, it takes less time. It's faster. It's less traffic.
Takes mad time.
Yeah, it's like the lift off, the flying through the air, the turbulence. There's like so many different variables when it comes to like flying or taking a train or even taking a bus or driving. That takes 2 hours to go from New York to Boston, where it would normally take you like 6 hours. And then you get on a plane and you're waiting for the plane. Like just the whole process of getting on the plane and then actually like getting to the airport, gotta get there 2 hours early. This is going to cut all of that out. And they're going to make sea lanes. So it's like a lane literally for these kind of planes in between coastal states. So you'll get one like up and down the West Coast and up and down the East Coast. Like you can go to New York and Florida in like half the time.
That's fine. I'm all for
like
it
takes forever. It takes like 20 hours. It takes like a whole day to get to fucking Florida from New York.
Yeah.
It takes 14 to get to Atlanta. And I don't mind it. Like I'm a driver. I really don't mind it. But it's a lot.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we should have. It should have been a lot more advances in transportation.
1903.
Yeah, 1903, bro. We in 2000. Bro,
is the first airplane.
1,000 years, we still ain't got no way to prevent niggas from crashing into shit, bro. Like, yo, like it just. I got a fear of flying. So
do you?
What? And I was in the military. I get on the plane. I'm getting on the plane to get where I gotta go.
But you have a hard time.
But the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm just like. You know what I mean? I'm scared as fuck. Like, I hate it, bro. Because we in the air. It's like, if something go wrong, there's no contingency plan. Like, why is there not a contingency in 1,000 years? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Imagine if we drive on cars.
There's no advancement.
And niggas didn't have airbags yet. Or, like, there was no, like, seatbelt.
I think society builds it as, like, we all build it as we, like, make things. Like, it's crazy. Like, we're in the 70s, how they was driving cars with no motherfucking seatbelt for a long time.
Yeah,
really?
They were. Yeah, you can sit in the front seat.
That's stupid, bro. Like, look at the number of death. That's like somebody should have been like. I feel like these companies that like, you know what I feel it is? These companies that are making money off of these like big technology things that they can only afford. If it don't gotta cost them anything more, they ain't gonna do it. Until somebody start making fucking noise. Like, how many I know for simple fact that car accidents today is still like extremely high. And like, car accident fatalities is like high. Imagine like these planes. Like, how many fucking plane crashes have crashed?
No. But you gotta remember too. It's safer I think, and it makes logical sense. Plane crashes in the sky don't really happen as often, because they're controlled by skillful pilots. Car accidents happen all the time because it's dumbass niggas just fucking driving and they feel like they have the right of way when they don't.
I think it's more to it than that because you're not like there's not.
Imagine if all the cars in the fucking
traffic in the sky.
not like fucking a 95. You know what I mean? Right, it's like it's not. I get what you're saying. They train way longer, and I understand that. But there's also other variables as far as less. The point of the matter is like there's been more than enough plane crashes.
My nigga, public is stupid. Like people we live in New York City. You already know people in public is like individuals are smart. Like people are stupid. Yeah, stupid. You get what I'm saying? Like,
have you ever been to Atlanta? There's a car accident every time you go outside.
Florida got the biggest highways, bro.
In Atlanta. I'm about to say in Atlanta, like don't let it snow or rain. Oh, Lord, like I watched a car blow up on the highway. Like it's crazy in Atlanta. Like I remember every time going to work, it's like, why is there an accident?
Oh, you lived there?
Yeah. Oh, I lived there for a few years. Yeah. Yeah. I
always wanted to go. I've never been, but yeah, I don't know, bro. I just feel like all forms of transportation should have like a better contingency. And also like was talking about, we was talking about planes, but I started talking about like there's a place, I don't know where it is. It's just out of this country, probably out of this continent, whatever. Yeah. But anyways, they have like these things. Like, how we got fire escapes? They got these like chutes. Like if your building's on fire, you just hop in this hole and just get to the ground.
Wow.
Why is that not normal? Like I don't understand. Like why is it?
I don't think America likes us.
No, for real. It's like, y'all like just hoping
I think they
like,
just don't care.
Accidents happen because we have too many people. I don't know. I just find it very strange.
I think all the anything, all the incentives are for money.
That's America. And that's the only idea that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not really for safety or like just things for like a
quality of life.
They don't care. They just, it's a capitalist country, and it's just like if we can't make enough money off of it, then we don't want to do it. Like let them jump out the building. Let them jump out the building.
If my fucking plane is crashing, just be like, hey man, this parachute is gonna cost you the next $50,000 you make. I'm taking the deal, bro. Like, you got it, bro. I'll sign it right now.
But that's America, though. They charge you for everything.
I don't care, bro. I'm not trying to die in a plane, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's one of my biggest
I feel like if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Yo, my last plane ride, I think I talked about this on the other show. There was so much turbulence that it was like I was like bugging out. Yeah. It was like when you can't even hold a cup of water type shit. It was just like everybody, when that shit happens, everybody on the plane is dumb quiet.
Yeah, my nigga.
Nobody's talking like reading Netflix. You know what I mean? Everybody's just like
not
dumb
for me,
quiet. And I was thinking in my head, I'm gonna go like this.
No,
I can't. No,
yeah,
you gonna go? Oh shit, we going like this. Oh shit.
But how do you?
How
do you know you don't end up on like an island or something?
Nah, man. How many times does that happen? I mean, plane crash here, like 67 people in America Airlines freaking landed on the island, and now they're sipping pina coladas, waiting for rescue.
No, it don't happen like that. You end up on the island. It's Lord of the Flies out that motherfucker.
Not even that, nigga.
Wilson!
We can't find the plane. We don't know where it landed. Like, nigga, what? Like, it's always
Yo, you ever seen the movie Green Inferno?
Oh my god, that movie is hard.
It's ridiculous. They crash on like some cannibal island.
Oh hell no! I think I did see that.
No, didn't they actually go to the island and they went to go look for some indigenous people in the forest, and then they fucking crashed. And then when they crashed, these motherfuckers found them and just tortured them. That movie was awesome. Yeah, it was awesomely horrible. They deserved it though. They were nosy.
Yeah, I'm not that type of person, bro. Like, I'm good with just knowing what I know. You know what I mean? Like, I can go to other countries and explore there, but I ain't trying to go to no Green Island or what's that one dude that tried to go to that one island of indigenous people and try to convert them to Christianity and they murked his ass?
Yeah, them fucking missionaries.
Like, my nigga, like, chill, bro. Like, it is not. I don't know.
That's what them. What are they called? Colonizers. Yeah. That's what the motherfuckers do. Yeah, that's what they do. That's exactly what they do. They go from place to place and try to like indoctrinate the people, take them over, take their resources, make them believe in God, and dip. Let's take all their shit and go. That's just what they do.
It ain't for me.
I like flying. I'm not afraid of planes. I actually like being up high. I say if it's my time to go, then I guess that's...
I hear a lot of people say that.
It's just like, what else can I really do about it? I mean, I can pray. I can hope like the flotation, everything works out and I float and somebody finds me.
They can put parachutes on planes.
They can, but as long as I live the good life, it's just like,
I ain't done with my good life yet though. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so...
I'll be back. I ain't worried about it.
I mean, yeah, I get that. But I'm just saying, bro, I feel like 1,000 years is a very long time to go without any contingency plan.
Without a advance, like an innovation of what we already have.
I feel like they're not trying, bro. Magic Johnson's alive and kicking and chilling with AIDS, bro. We should have a way that every single person can like get off a plane safely.
I think about that when it comes to like gasoline.
yo, like
there's no way we still
can
using
use hemp.
gasoline.
We can use hemp.
You know what I'm saying? In 2022,
I understand the reason why we're doing this because it's a resource. It's a trading. Tool.
It's too much money in it. I know, but
that's the reason why they want to let it go.
We're in a point in society where we could have thought of some other shit.
Yeah, that's why Elon is fucking hitting them rackets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like we got self-driving cars.
Right.
We got self-driving cars. Why don't we got parachutes, bro? Why we can't have parachutes? Elon, make it happen, bro. You got Twitter. Get your Twitter fingers working and talk to somebody up in the plane place. I want to fly. Knowing that nigga like, hey, we got a gliding machine or some shit that brings us down to the ground.
So, on to the next topic. We touched on it a little bit the last episode, but Kendrick Lamar's album.
Fire.
Is it not for the culture or not?
Fire.
Mr. Morale and Big Steppers. His video, The Heart, Part 5?
Part 5, yeah.
His use of technology is fucking stunning. These visuals, it scared me at first. I was looking at it, I was like,
I'm scared for what people could do with that technology.
That's true. But the crazy of it is
seen it. I'm sorry, finish.
It's okay. It's all right. The individuals, like, think about the individuals he chose to change into.
Powerful.
They impacted Black culture on two sides of the different coins.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't like
the Jussie.
Nah, fuck you.
Who? OJ?
The Will Smith. Like, my man did one thing wrong, bro.
No.
I don't think it was necessarily bad. I think it's just impact.
He chose to put it there when he says, "What in a land where hurt people. That's when he turned into Will Smith.
But he's a good example of hurting people.
I get that. But
he did that to himself.
I know. You're right. But like when we're saying on the fact, on the aspect where you're saying like, he switched faces to people that affected the culture negatively and positively.
That's what. So with Will Smith, you can look at that both ways because he has affected Black culture in a great way.
Great way.
Like aside from his recent behavior, that man's done great shit.
Great shit.
He's been out for like the last couple of decades. Like I think like what he did is just a testament to what he was going through, not a testament to the work that he's done. You can't.
That's all I want to.
You get what I'm saying? You can't take away from all that shit. So I think, however you want to spin the Will Smith, I feel like it's a personal thing. If you want to judge that man by one action, like I've done some shit.
Yeah, we all have.
Right.
Like, he who cast the stone is first. You know what I'm talking about? Who's throwing rocks first? You know what I'm talking about? They said that there in that big book.
He without sin.
Yeah, he who without synonyms.
Yo, you know what Kendrick's album made me realize? He's in the top 3 all by himself, right? It's when people talk about the top 3 rappers, they say Drake, Kendrick, Cole, right? Nothing against them. Cole's half white. Drake is half white.
He's the only one truly.
He's the only one fully embracing his ancestry and taking. I'm not saying it doesn't take anything. Doesn't take anything away from Cole. It doesn't take anything away from Kendrick. But I mean, from Drake. But I think Kendrick understands that. You know what I mean?
Nah, I think Cole, Drake, probably he's on the other spectrum. I think Cole is similar
still a white person.
Cole's still cool, but he's like having his ancestors colonizers.
I know. I'm probably the only nigga to say this.
Nothing
wrong with white people.
Nothing wrong with him being white
at all. I'm just saying the
only
facts.
one with the full Black kid experience.
Cole and Drake have white mothers.
They have white mothers.
All right, so what is the relevance? Because I need to know where you go before I subscribe.
No, have you listened to the CD?
Yeah, I have.
Did you listen to the track about him fucking the white girl for the first time?
Yeah.
And about ancestors and what it means at a time like right now, and through just being a Black person, pushing Black culture in 2022 and what that means.
Yeah, I did hear that, but I also heard a track where he was talking about his mother being gay and it was his aunt.
No, it was a family member. And they asked him if you
okay. I'm okay with you calling me faggot if you okay with the white girl calling you a nigga. So
I think the whole point of the album was touching the nerves.
Yeah.
Touching the nerves that needed to be addressed within the Black community. on the positive and negative sides. Like, the Black community got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, we
got a lot of work to do, and I feel like he's the only person who can fully encapsulate that. He's the only one who can fully see it from both sides. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
when I see Drake's identity, right? It's lover boy, right?
Okay.
When I see Cole's identity, it's self-awareness,
Uh-huh.
right? When I see Kendrick's identity, it's Black elegy. You get what I'm saying? It's an ode to Black people and where we came from and where we are now.
Okay.
It's bigger
he's just
than
a representation.
It's a representation, and it's very important for him to represent that when he is purely Black. You get what I'm saying? That's what I got from what I got from the CD. That it's like really.
I gotta fully digest the album. I'm
Listen
love
to
it.
Savior.
Oh yeah, I loved it. Yeah,
Savior,
yeah,
right?
Daddy Issues and all. Yeah, I loved it. I love each.
Silent Hill's my shit.
I love every.
It's real, my nigga. It's
every
really
bit of the album.
A lot of niggas can't get in that top three.
But I don't
it's
think
hard.
I see. So the thing
And
is,
it's like when you get that power and you get that responsibility as a rapper, you realize that people champion you for your identity. And you think about that shit over and over and over, and you can say shit that's gonna influence people in a good way, in a bad way, and you think about your legacy, how people are gonna think about you when you're gone. And he thinks about that.
Okay, and so
I'm pretty sure that he thought about the fact that he's in that top three as a pure Black man all by himself.
So I agree with you, everything you're saying, but I think Cole does that very well too. And I even like, all right, so if we're talking about what Kendrick is saying,
it's crazy
in
for
Kendrick's
me to say.
album, he said also like we gotta stop Black. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Cole is shitting. I know what you're trying to say, but I don't think Cole is. I think Cole is like.
I didn't take anything away from Cole at all. I love Cole.
So what was? I just need to know what the relevance of Cole having a white mother.
He's raised by a white woman.
What does that matter?
His experience isn't the same as a kid who grew up in a Black neighborhood with Black parents and the full
what is the relevance of the music comparison though? I'm just trying to figure that point.
His awareness of where he stands as
I think Cole's very good about that.
As top three, his awareness. You get what I'm saying? And that's why he pushes his narrative in that direction, because he knows it's that important for him to talk about what he's talking about. Cole does that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
In a very big way.
He does that, but
he's taking hits to his career because of it.
You don't think there's something behind that?
Kendrick is doing that at a deeper level when you think about it.
Kendrick
Cole,
is
like what I said. J. Cole, his narrative is self-awareness. That King, what was his last CD?
Not KOD, but it was his last album was. It was a quiet one. That wasn't KOD. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It was KOD.
It wasn't that. It wasn't KOD.
But look at KOD, right? Because that's a beautiful album, right? What does that album represent to you?
Self-awareness. He's talking about all the things that's going on in hip hop and just like his inner demons.
Anybody that can relate to Lil Pump.
Nah, but I think
that can relate to it. Can relate to anybody's self-awareness.
Bro, he's talking about Black culture and that shit heavy. We just like you said with Kanye. He was talking about like what's going on. Like what?
I'm saying that it's
his last album was
that J. Cole's
the off season, not the off season. I'm bugging, tripping.
I think it was KOD.
It wasn't. I'm 100% sure it wasn't. It was. He came out with something. I was banging with that song. Pride is the Devil is on that album. That's not on KOD.
Oh yeah. Nah, you're right. That CD was fire too. I love Cole.
Yeah, it was the off season.
I want to bring up certain things that like inspire people to think about what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm just trying to understand. Right.
I love Drake too. Drake is
Drake is dope. And what you said about Drake, I'm like, I get what you're saying. I get that. But just putting Cole in that category, kind of
Cole. There's a difference between self-awareness and Black elegy.
I think he still touched really big on Black awareness as well, though. You don't think Cole does?
I don't think it's
you don't think it's his priority?
I think he
executed narrative like how Kendrick is putting it on.
Okay, I can agree with that.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree with that. That's why I said I need to know the relevance before I like subscribe. Like, you know what I mean? But I can agree with that.
I also
like,
think he has to.
Who?
J. Cole.
Has to work.
Like, it's almost like because he's half white, there's a reconciliation between the two sides of him. So he's like, it's like identifying with one side of himself. Do you get what I'm saying? It's almost like with Kendrick, it's like, this is who he is. With J. Cole, it's like exploring who he is and where he came from. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear what
like,
you're saying.
if you're growing up, he's a prototype. You get what I'm saying? Like, when we look at what women and society goes for, he fits the bill. He's a tall, light-skinned dude. You get what I'm saying? J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar has everything that he's 5 foot. He has everything that
Is he 5 feet?
Yeah. He's not, do you get what I'm saying? For him to be in the top 3 and be purely black, 5 foot and grew up the way he's a champion for the kid who never had a fucking chance.
See, when
J. Cole,
I don't look at shit like when I consume my content, I don't look at Kendrick Lamar for his size or what he looks like. I know that he's black.
It's not about what
she's looking at it as like somebody marketing this kid at a label.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about. I'm thinking about solely
the music,
evaluating his music.
Yeah,
I don't care if that nigga is the pretty Ricky looking nigga, or I don't care about none of that. Like, that's not what I'm saying.
But the world does.
Yeah,
marketing
of course,
does.
Marketing does. Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying.
So is that so? With that being said, marketing does. I guarantee, and I 100% agree with you. Just the simple fact of my experience in the music industry, and I understand that. But as far as, I don't feel like that should matter when it comes to evaluating his content.
It shouldn't, but it does.
To who?
To the masses. That's why it's so important that he's there. Like, you don't see young black men like him doing and speaking what he is.
You know what she's
we don't see that.
I think she's kind of right too.
We don't see that. He's a champion.
When people trying to sell an artist, you don't even get an opportunity. You don't even get the interview. If
we don't know what to do with you.
Way. Yeah, niggas will tell you, we don't know what to do with you.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? You just don't look believable in that realm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, J. Cole doesn't really have to fight in that way.
Jim Jones had a chance to sign Drake, and he said he's not gangster enough. You know? And you're saying evaluate his music. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's Drake. Drake makes remarkable music. And somebody can still look at him and say, you're not this enough. Just by the way you look.
I guess I understand that. I know what you're saying. I just didn't, you know what, why I kind of got a little defensive was just about the fact that, like, I don't like taking away, like, Cole, I respect Cole so much for the shit, because this nigga could have if you listen to his first album was more geared to the masses, and he could have stayed on that path and been like neck and neck with Drake. But he went away from that and kind of went the Kendrick way, and I respect him so much for that. You can respect him for that, but you have to kind of look at why he did that.
You gotta
because he could easily be Drake, but it's like he
can't be Drake.
What do you mean?
No.
Cole can't be Drake.
I'm not saying he can be Drake. What I'm saying is he could have easily taken that path. We respect him because he took an alternate route, but he's not.
What you're saying? The reasoning why? Like why? What? Like what's his reasoning?
It's almost like there's two sides of him. Do you get what I'm saying? Like him not being. And I'm not taking away from anything that he does, because I like J. Cole too. I fuck with J. Cole. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is there's two sides of him at battle within himself. His ancestors are battling for a position. What I'm saying is for him to take that alt-right, to make that decision to do that, is something he had to do for himself to identify with the side of himself. Do you get what I'm saying? He's not trying to pander to the culture. He's trying to find his, do you get what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. The only thing I'm struggling with is just the whole. I just think it's a little presumptuous to feel like we know his reasoning.
We don't
like to say like
we don't. It's a podcast
because he's a prototype. I guess this is my opinion.
Yeah.
And I'm just and I respect your opinion, but this for me, I don't know. I just like maybe that's who this nigga is, and that's the reason why he chose to like this. What he like watching his interviews, you can see the first couple interviews with his first album and him struggling with the idea of like this superficial level of fame and making contact, and he didn't like it. And he was saying how like he don't know where he's going, but he's just losing interest in all this bullshit that comes with it. And he started going into a deeper root. And I respect
that's exactly
that
what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Nigga, there's two. It's so easy for him.
You got to recognize this, right? Look at J. Cole's strong suit. Right?
Okay.
J. Cole has a lot of female fans. You know what I mean? Yeah. He can easily go into like the Drake route, the lover boy shit, but he has fucking Thanos, which is Drake, that can fucking sing. You get what I'm saying? And he's taking that crowd over. You get what I'm saying? J. Cole is a spitter. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like he has to cater to his arsenal. If you're a spitter, what do the people that listen to spitters like? They like authenticity. They like transparency. The best way for him to support his arsenal, which is being a spitter, is to push self-awareness amongst his rhymes. There's no way he could have hit the party tracks. There's no way he could have hit it.
I disagree.
You think J. Cole could have wear a big chain and do party tracks? What was the last?
Not for 30 years of as long as
look at J. Cole's singles though.
What you mean?
His singles aren't like
Mr. Nice Watch when he first came out. That shit was fuego. What you mean?
Mr. Nice Watch and what I think about
you got the workout plan. You got what was the shit? What the fuck? Let's go to his album. You do it on your phone so we see.
Right. But you think he really survived? You think he could have been just like
I think he would have survived.
A party nigga prototype?
I think he would have probably been better. Like not better, but I think he would have been. Yo, we're forgetting that this last 10 years of his career, like he's been labeled as boring and overrated and this, that, and the other. Niggas is not trying to hear him because they say his shit is boring because he's talking about like a conscious level of things. He's not your typical fuck bitches get money type of rapper, even though he'll mention his struggle with that, as Kendrick does as well. But like that, I don't feel like I don't know. I feel like it's cheapening his decision and having
it's
that.
Not. I think it's not. I think it's just.
I don't know. My favorite songs by Cole is we got his discography right here.
Go to the
my favorite shit.
Stories. That playlist, and then also Born Sinner has some things on it. Even though he started changing lanes in the middle of that album. Man.
That's what I'm saying. Amongst like my favorite songs is like Young Simba and like
but like look what you like to listen to though, bro. I'm talking about the masses.
I listen to a wide spectrum of music.
I know, but if you have an option of choosing what your go-to, you're not gonna say you like songs from Lil Pump.
Yeah.
But you don't know his discography.
I do know like a lot of Lil Pump. I'm not gonna front. I listen to XXX. I listen to
XXX is dope though. Like he's not one of those. Lil Pump
didn't I put you on the Lil Pump?
No, you put me on the who was the nigga you put me on? It was somebody. It wasn't Lil Pump. It's another motherfucker that was just like on some like we used to listen to everything.
I love a wide spectrum of music. That's
I get so let's just say this. Yeah. For the masses, I don't think they're listening to like conscious Cole. Not like or like I'm not saying
that's why he's brave.
That's why I said that's why I'm saying.
But I'm not taking away from him being his bravery and taking that route. What I'm saying is his like structure of who he is appealing to the masses. Mm-hmm. I don't think it really matters what he does. There's a certain type of person that will look at him and he just fits in a certain box. It's brave for him to say, I'm not going to let y'all box me in and I'm going to do that. Yeah. So do you get what I'm saying? It's him exploring something outside of what's easy. That's what makes you respect him, and he's brave. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's
what I'm saying. I'm not
with.
taking away from that. I'm just saying, like, what Kendrick has is full blown, like,
it was odds were against him.
Do you get what I'm saying?
And I understand, and I agree with you on that aspect.
So you're talking about image-wise.
Image-wise?
Yeah, the eyes are against him.
I get what you're saying. I'm not opposing
with J. Cole, he could have taken either route.
Yeah, he could have.
Blue pill, red pill. He could have taken either and did what he did. Like, as a tall, light-skinned dude, taking the Drake route, he would have been fine.
He would have been fine.
Like,
he probably would have been. He probably would have been doing better.
Avatar.
Yeah, and that's fine.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
you gotta remember, it's a woman's perspective. It's like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's how she's looking, how a woman would look at the situation. At their art. And I get that. And I'm not taking away anything from that. What I thought y'all were trying to say is just like, it kind of doesn't matter because he's half white.
No. I'm saying like it's almost like set up for him, for a guy that looks like him
to succeed.
Yeah, for someone like Kendrick, you're not seeing no little black 5 foot boy. Even if he spits like that, he's not really getting that kind of chance.
What I was saying is, I think Kendrick is smart enough to be aware of his situation of heritage amongst Drake and J. Cole. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. And I respect that as well.
Yeah.
That's all.
We're not bullying white people.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not that's not my. I'm not. Much love to my white people, my white friends, and all that. My thing was like Cole. Like you know how it is with black people, bro. If you talk like you come for their artists, like. I identify with a lot of his music, so like I'm like, whoa, we're not about to just, you know what I mean? So
nobody's discarding
I know you're not now, but at first I thought it sounded like y'all was on some like, nah, Cole ain't because he had white type shit. I was just like, wait a minute now.
Even if he wasn't half white, he's a light skinned nigga. He's over freaking certain height. Like those are the freaking people that win.
He's always gonna lock down a certain demographic off of his image. That's what she's saying.
That's fine.
That's marketing shit that has nothing to do with your music.
I'm more focused on the content.
But think about it. His music doesn't match his image. Doesn't match his marketing. So why is he not?
But that's why he did the dreads. It makes sense what she's saying, bro. It makes sense.
I hear what you're saying.
That's why he dresses down, wears the dress, no jewelry type shit.
He almost has to fit in what he's rapping about. Because if he did it,
that's where it messes up. Like okay, so we're now.
So if he dressed up.
Oh, my fault. So here's my question to you: Are you saying that the main reason that Cole dresses the way he does and chooses the hairstyle he chose is for marketing purposes?
Alignment.
No, it's alignment up with his message.
I get what she's saying.
He's being rebellious. He's being oppositional.
Because he could do all that dumb shit.
Because he could do all the dumb shit.
He could do that.
He could do whatever the fuck he wants because of how you could market him. He's brave because he's being oppositional. The marketing word is what's bothering me.
I realize what it is.
Not even marketing.
Aligning himself to what he believes in.
My nigga, J. Cole's smart. He's not an idiot.
He's
that's
purposely, intentionally.
He's
hold on. Let me hear what I'm saying. I agree. Marketing wise, it is a good idea to do what to image himself in that nature. What I'm saying is if you're saying the sole reason he did that was for marketing purposes, I think it's cheapening. It's cheapening.
Yes,
I agree.
But that's not what I said.
I don't know. That's all what I said. I'm fine with everything you said.
Yeah, but it's for alignment though.
And I'm fine with that.
And that's what I'm saying. For what he's talking about, it's almost, this is what he has to kind of like, he's embodying what he's talking about.
All right, yeah, and I'm fine with that. That's all.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I'm saying if he cut it,
this is J. Cole lawyer right here.
Like when he first came out, he didn't look like that.
He didn't.
He looked like a nigga. He looked like he did not look like that.
Hey, Cole World, baby, we here. Tremaine Cole. No, we ain't gonna do that.
Like he switched it up.
No,
he switched it up.
He did switch.
He did not look like that when he first came out. He was on Jay-Z's.
No, he did.
He
switched
didn't.
it the fuck up.
He was like rebellious, and his music just fits what he looks like. He had to kind of. Do you get what I'm saying?
But can we just go real quick to the sideline story? I just want to go over what you said because Can't Get Enough. That's the song I was thinking of. That shit was huge on the radio, by the way. Mr. Nice Watch. Huge. In the Morning with Drake on the song. Huge.
But that's a song catered to women though.
My nigga, we're
talking about party.
We're talking about to the masses. No,
because you're just proving my point over and over and over and over and over.
We're talking about the roads that he can choose. Yo, being an artist is very intentional.
It is.
Like you can't say that you just.
It is intentional.
It's very intentional.
But it also has to align with the artistry point of view. Not every
that's why he wears what he's wearing. That's
why with his avatar, the girls are covered.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So he can do the track with Drake.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay, agreed.
I say he knew that his best asset is him being a spitter. Jay-Z signed me. I'm nice, nigga. You get what I'm saying? I would say
something had to do
and he leaned into that.
Had to do with that, but I also think I feel like just watching his journey, bro, I feel like it wasn't just about rap.
So you're saying he did that naturally. That's what you're saying.
What you mean?
He grew the dreads.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Internal battle with himself.
That's what I started out with.
That's why I said I agree now. Because I was just, let me tell you. Let's just track. Let's rein it in.
Where does it turn?
Hold on. Let's rein it back. Let's rein it back real quick. I want everybody to understand what I had a problem with was the terminology, marketing, and like strategy to like look a certain type of way for financial gain. Like, fuck my journey. I
didn't even say that.
And y'all gotta explain yourself no more because y'all clarified it. Y'all clarified it for me. And now I'm on the same page as y'all. And I agree with you 100%.
I wasn't on her page at first at all either. But she opened up like what it meant.
And I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I just didn't want y'all to be like, yeah, for the money, this nigga just decided to take this. Nah.
Obviously, he's not in it for that.
He leaned into the authenticity and transparency of being a spitter, of being real. You get what I'm saying? When you a spitter, you can't do that dumb shit.
No, you can't. Well,
you could, but
he could have. He had the avatar for it, right?
That's why we respect him and he's brilliant.
But he chose not to.
And look where he's at now. He's top 3.
He's top 3, but even See, like this is
that's to the main point. This is why someone like Kendrick Lamar is important for the culture. Because he's not a prototype. He's not first pick.
Yeah.
He's not being chosen.
Yeah,
it's just his skill, his talent, and what he does that got him top 3. And he's important. Any little black boy can look at this dude and say, I can be him.
Yes.
If I have the skill and I put in the work, I can see myself in him. He lived how I lived when I was, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you. I'm with you 100%.
What I'm saying is he's important.
Yeah.
And definitely. It's special that he's in the spot that he's in and what he's doing with that spot that he's in. Cause he could literally be he could be anybody too.
Yeah. Now.
Especially now. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
He's making a way for other little black boys.
And he's just poking nerves in the black culture.
And I fuck with you for that. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said he's just important, not taking away from anybody else in that top 3.
Okay.
And you notice how we don't say nothing about Drake, right?
Fuck Drake. Fuck Drake.
We can't say fuck Drake.
Fuck Drake.
Drake, you know what? Drake knows who the fuck he is.
He knows who he is and he plays that role.
And he plays it well.
I fuck with Drake heavy.
And I fuck with Drake. But I'm not going to sit here.
But I don't say Drake he's not a Kendrick and he's not a Cole, and I get that. And I'm not going to argue with that. I fuck with his music. I fuck with his music. I know you got a problem with Drake. I fuck with his music. I think Drake is the shit. He's going to go down in history as Michael Jackson. I'm going to keep saying it. I don't care what anybody say. But yeah. But I didn't bring up Drake in this conversation because you don't get that content from Drake. This is not his lane. This is a different lane.
He knows. And he don't, and the thing is, when Sadè talking about that internal battle, Drake don't got that internal battle. When you see him chilling with his friends, if you hear that nigga Drake on the phone, you probably think he's fucking you get
he's on the phone.
I just realized what this nigga Aspen trying to do, bro.
You get what I'm saying? But
Drake is Drake is a fucking character. Drake is not like. How does Drake know who Drake is when Drake is a character? His name is fucking Aubrey Graham. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's a character.
His name is fucking Curtis Jackson.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Like, he's a character. J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. That's who they are.
My name is Trevor. You get what I'm saying? And it don't matter about the name and stuff. We gotta call this A what it is.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I feel like there's
we gotta call it what it is.
There's a little bit of bias against Drake.
I don't. I don't care.
I might fuck with Drake more than Kendrick and Cole.
You're brave for saying that.
I might fuck with Drake more than them two.
And that's
just because he knows what the fuck he's doing, and
he's a fucking Jew.
He's more relevant.
Nigga, he's been doing this shit since he was 11. What the fuck? This nigga got the cheat code. This nigga's a full fucking blown actor. What do you mean?
I just want y'all.
He watches y'all. Hold on. Like, what are you? What?
This nigga SJ is a master manipulator. That nigga is dangerous. Y'all don't know this nigga, bro. That scorpion blood spicy, my nigga. Y'all gotta be careful with this nigga.
Shout out to Drake, Scorpio. Shout out to Drake. I fuck with
that
Drake.
Nigga know damn well he. Alright. Anyway.
Am I wrong though?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Exactly.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
You gotta fuck with Drake for
knowing. I don't take away his blackness. And if we gonna listen to Kendrick and uplift him, yo, the nigga said we gotta stop gatekeeping these black.
Yo, when Kendrick goes, I seen you been conflicted. He's talking to that nigga's soul. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, these niggas know, like, come on, we know, man. We know what's going on.
Hey, man.
We know what's going on.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think Drake's. I love Drake's music. I identify more with Kendrick's as a person, as a black man in America. I will say that. And it's funny because the same way I come to Drake's defense, me and my nigga Niz, this is my best friend for like over 20 plus years, bro. We done argued. Drake is his champion. Mind you, Drake, this nigga Niz look like me. He look like Kendrick. Like, he's like the same fucking build as Kendrick. But he champions Drake. I was champion Kendrick. Me and this nigga would argue for hours. I'm talking about heated, yelling on the phone at the top of our voice. Nah, fuck that nigga. You ain't hear this nigga.
Kendrick means more.
Yeah, Kendrick means more.
To all of this.
Yeah, I agree. And I agree with that in that aspect. But
Drake is an industry implant. He's a fucking robot. He's a fucking robot.
Come on, Sean.
Never. No, I'm never gonna see no eye to eye with nobody on that nigga. That nigga's a fucking robot.
Nah, I'm sorry. We're not gonna take Drake did his thing, my nigga.
He does his thing.
We gotta give him his roses.
He's made for it.
Nah, he's not, bro. That nigga. Listen. 40 and Drake together are a futuristic spaceship. There's nobody in this industry that created a sound like they created. We're not about to take it from him. We're talking about archetypes and because he was set up for it. Listen, them niggas created a sound. They made it okay for niggas to change. Bro, before
Weezy knew it.
Weezy knew it. Weezy's the same build as Kendrick.
I'm telling you right now, Weezy from New Orleans, he looked at him and he was like, oh, the white boy
money
from what's his name? Oh, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Cause think about it. They just put on Kasky, the white boy. Yeah. And Kasky didn't work.
I don't know who Kasky is. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I pay attention. I pay attention to the lot of this shit.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep
and all of these dudes is dope. We're not discrediting anybody. I don't think anybody should get offended by this.
Nah, not at all.
You get what I'm saying?
Barbershop talk.
Yeah, it's barbershop talk and shit. But it's like a lot of people don't say these things.
No, I understand where she's coming from, and I can't. My thing is this: if we want to talk about blackness. Anytime we had anytime there was a percentage, like a minimalistic amount of blackness in a person, they would not accept it. And now that we on this lynching mob where it was like, if they have a percentage of whiteness in it, we're doing the same thing. I'm not with that. All my light-skinned brothers, I fuck with y'all. I don't care.
No, but so okay, on the other side of the coin, right? Look what they say about Tyler, the Creator. You know what I'm saying?
They fucking run him through the mud.
They run him through the mud.
He's nasty.
And his
I don't give a
aesthetic
fuck of his sexual orientation. I don't care about none of that.
His aesthetic is so like crazy. It's like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They discredit the shit out of him. They say he's not black enough.
And
you get what I'm saying?
Fuck them niggas that say that, bro. Because at the end of the day, my nigga, that nigga still beat fucking DJ Khaled with a whole album full of the industry's number ones, and still he came out on top as number one. So fuck that. Big up to fucking.
I don't think there's anything wrong with me saying Kendrick is aware of his placement between Drake and J. Cole. Think about what
these key words. What you mean?
His placement between, because he's top three. These are the three juggernauts of the rap game right now.
Okay.
And look at the angle and the narrative that each one are using.
Yeah, I think when you
have millions of dollars behind you as an artist, and all you have to do is sit in a studio and create music, and your job is to create the best music in the fucking world.
In your top three.
You get what I'm saying? You have to choose a narrative to stand by.
And it has to be
that
solid.
narrative is the football that you're going to run to the end zone, and you have to stand by it. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like you're in a political campaign, and your campaign is, you get what I'm saying, change the world, or da-da-da. You get what I'm saying? Everybody has a different slogan. Your whole rap persona and your identity is the slogan that people are going to champion you behind. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. It's
very intentional what that nigga is doing right now in his placement.
And I agree.
That's
I
all
agree
I'm
with you
saying.
on that. I agree with it. And I like I said, bro, we made it clear. I just wanted to be careful with the word, because like verbiage is very important. And I just wanted to be clear at what I was subscribing to. And I agree with you wholehearted on that. I know that Kendrick being 5 foot whatever, dark as hell, nappy hair, being black and still coming out and taking a stand and making it all right for little black boys and hitting those number one numbers and fucking those astronomical numbers. I think it's extremely important, and he is doing that. All I was saying is just like, the marketing, and that's the only thing I had a problem with. But I agree with everything else I said.
It's true.
Sadè, don't be mad at me.
I ain't mad. I ain't never mad.
I hear you. Don't be mad.
Drake all day. I don't care.
I hear you.
I don't like him.
Hey, listen.
It's I guess it's personal, but I just
you
don't.
Loved Degrassi, though. You loved
not him. He needed a hairline the whole show. I didn't fuck with him during Degrassi. He was a bitch ass nigga. Getting bitched by Ashley. Drake.
None of us know Drake. I probably only see the back of his head at a Nets game.
It's not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's about him personally. I've just never liked his avatar. I've never liked his character. I'm just not into him. It's like, why can't I not be into him? I'm just not.
That's fine.
I like his music. There's certain songs of his that I really like, especially like his older stuff. But when he came out on 106 in Park and I saw that it was Aubrey and fucking Jimmy in the wheelchair, I busted out laughing. I thought that shit was a joke. I did not know that he was gonna be this big, this far. I'm like, am I being pranked?
Yeah.
Cause that's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do. I'm not taking away from what he's done. I don't like him. I don't like him. I just don't like him. I don't like him.
You know what needs to end with rap? This is what needs to end with rap. With rap, it's a biography. You get what I'm saying? If it's the only genre of music where it's like the most transparent and it's a biography for the artist. And this is why Thug is going to jail and they're using his lyrics against him, because they know within our country, in our culture, we're using these songs as a journal and as a like biography. Okay. And it's like, we don't hold that to Al Pacino. He's not Scarface. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? We don't hold that to Joe Pesci.
But that's the leg up that Drake has, is that he understands that he created a character and he's created music to fit that character. There's nothing, that's genius. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I personally just don't care for him as a character. I don't. I never have, and I never will, and I just don't. Like, there's plenty of other shit I like to be like that I'm into And it's just like,
Yeah,
he's perfected Drake as a character. Drake is not who he is. We don't, like you said, we don't know who he is. He's played plenty of different characters in different roles. He's just very good at doing that. That's all I'm saying. Is he's a well executed actor.
Well, I believe
he's taken over rap. That's why it works. Because you believe the character so much.
Yeah.
That's not who he is. It's not his real life.
I don't know what his real life. I don't know real life of any of these people.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a cheat code. He was an actor first. He was an actor first. He came in on 106 in Park as Drake, but he built a character and built a world around this lover boy character. It's just a persona. It's not who he is. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
What Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole are doing, that's who they fucking are. That's why we love what they're doing. They're speaking from a different part of themselves. We had this conversation before.
Why Drake is a genius too is because that is who he is. He is a lover boy.
Essentially, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's a persona. It's a character he's built. It's an alter ego he's built around rapping and hip hop and R&B. Like, he's taking it over. He's doing it extremely well. I'm not taking away from anything he's doing at all. I just feel like it's a setup. That's all I'm saying. He's an actor.
With that said, everybody go cop all 3 of those albums.
Yeah,
man.
Listen to the Off Season. Listen to the Morale and the Big Steppers. And what Drake came out? Fucking Heartbreak. No, what is it? What's the name?
Certified Lover Boy.
CDL,
Yeah. Cop all those CDs. Shout out to all those people. And that was another episode that I think that was one topic, but that was jam packed for you.
I'm sure.
Smash the notification.
No, it was 2. Yeah, we talked about planes too. Yeah.
But yo,
we did our thing.
Hey man, comment if you are Team Drake. Comment if you want.
Nobody cares.
If you want Team Kendrick,
comment. Let's
comment if you want J. Cole. At the end of the day, I fuck with all 3 artists. I love them all. Their content, I don't know them as people. Hopefully they stand by it. They work, but I'm not really invested in it that much. But I fuck with them. I fucked with them all. If you don't fuck with somebody, let us know how you feel about them. Tell us if Sadè is right and you feel the same.
Everybody's gonna say I'm wrong. Everybody loves.
Nah, there's a lot of people out here. Nah, I hear a lot of people that hate.
I always get mad hate from that. And there's another artist that I'm just like,
I want to hear this one.
Oh God, me and girls about to fight.
If you don't want to, you got.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I've argued with friends over both of them. Beyonce. I just don't.
Oh, that's for the next show.
I just don't care. Like, I don't
tune in next time.
Sorry, guys.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Holla at your boy. Yeah.